It's college basketball on the ACC Network. We're in Littlejohn Coliseum where today the Big South preseason favorite UNC Asheville Bulldogs are in to take on the Clemson Tigers. Hi friends, with Tim Bray, Pete Hannity with you. A Tigers team going for a third straight win, coming off that impressive come-from-behind victory at Ohio State in the middle of the week.
And it was a strong second half, Pete. The Tigers were down by 7 and outscored Ohio State by 21 points on the road. Three-point shooting had a lot to do with it.
Let's give you the starting lineups. And UNC Asheville featuring the reigning freshman of the year in the Big South, Maceo Teague, who's on his way maybe to a Conference Player of the Year season.
16 points a game, 52% on three-pointers, and 87% from the foul line.
As for the Tigers, sure, the other night at Ohio State, Marquise Reed at 22, Shelton Mitchell at 19, but Eli Thomas was huge on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, when he stays out of foul trouble and he can be free to block shots, he's a real threat underneath.
And Elijah Thomas and the Tigers will try to continue what's been a good run at home so far this season and a very solid start to this 2017 and 18 campaign. Tigers at 6-1 and have continued to play great basketball in November under Brad Brownell. Well, now we turn the calendar to December, and once again Clemson about to tip it off against another preseason conference favorite. Last time out in Littlejohn a week ago Friday, they took on Southwestern Athletic Conference favorite Texas Southern and got the win in that game. They'll try to do it again here against UNCA. Ahmad Thomas, one of their guards, jumping center, and ends up winning the battle with Elijah Thomas, no relation. A guard-oriented Bulldogs team. They don't go very big, kind of the tendency in the league they're in. That's Teague with it out high. Thomas, right of the lane, a soft touch for a guy who shoots 43% and comes off a 24-point performance in their win Wednesday night at home against USC Upstate. Looks like a zone that Shelton Mitchell will try to penetrate on. The first bucket of the game goes for the junior out of Waxhaw, North Carolina. Inside, Winook tries the hook on Sims, who would add nothing of it. Another block for Amir Sims. UNC Asheville, the 8-7 lead early on. They jumped out to a quick 6-0 start, and they've got a fine senior guard, Ahmad Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas with a nice shot in the paint over Grantham on that first bucket. He's already got 6 points.
And Alec Winook, a 6'7" player for him, but that time.
6th block of the year by Amir Sims, who, as I said earlier, had a big block against Ohio State. And then DeVoe with the dunk off a nice feed from Reed.
As we welcome you back into Littlejohn Coliseum, and along with Tim Bray, Pete Hannity with you. Good to be back alongside you here in hoops. And, well, let's face it, a Clemson team that's had a few days to digest the Ohio State win, a big one indeed. And I think at some point, transition basketball is something you'll see them do in this game, as that's probably the tempo UNCA wants to see eventually.
Yeah, right. Got to get out on the rebounding. And rebounding so far is 5-5.
Tigers looking for their first lead of the ball game. Clyde Pratt just checked in, fed Elijah Thomas underneath, and I'm not sure if Jonathan Bear got a hand on that or not. 6'9" Bear trying to defend the 6'9" Thomas. Nothing doing, says Elijah. At 11 points the other night, but as we noted, some big numbers otherwise. That time Trapp knocking it away. Has numbers. Thomas back to defend. What a move by Trapp, who finishes. Pretty fake over toward Grantham. And the Tigers build their biggest lead of the afternoon. The double team comes. DeVoe feeds Thomas, who throws it down.
Terrific ball movement. The pass before that by Trapp. A quick pass to get it around the perimeter and got it down low for the dunk.
Accelerates, finishes in the basket. Went right by the 6'9" Bear, and the Tigers are back in front by a couple. Reed driving inside. He took Reckley all the way to the rack, and he gets the bucket. A 16-point game so far. Mitchell, Thomas, and a throwdown. What a great find by Shelton Mitchell, leading the Tiger Ball Club just under 5 assists a game, and that's why. Really also takes advantage of close-by opponents, as Clyde Trapp has just checked in, and the Tigers freshman hitting his second career three-pointer, and the lead grows to 20 in here just before Christmas.
Just one game, though, in the next 13 days.
Wow, look at that feed that time, and the finish courtesy of Dante Grantham. Tigers looking to build more, and they'll do it with a jam by Grantham. A little bit of showtime out of the senior.
Nice game from Nashville.
And Thomas, you can't be more wide open than that. The no-look find by Gabe DeVoe. Conference, the Big South. And there was a tourney chance in 16 as the beat goes on for Marquise Reed. Reed, not far from another 20-point ball game, and Dante Grantham decided to take a little bit off on that fastball here. And that's a state that has some real good talent. Tigers have a real good freshman, but it's the senior who's got to clean up for the young guy. And
last 2 minutes.
Donovan Gilmore couldn't finish down low. Here's an alley-oop for Trapp. Oh! And a T will be called because they're going to say Clyde Trapp hung on the rim. UNCA back on the road for them in Greenville against Furman on Tuesday. Ooh,
nice move.
Nice little move with the baseline turnaround through the opening half. Had a 10-point lead at the break, and that leads to the 83-52 victory. Clemson improves to 7-1 on the year. UNCA falls to 5-3, but you can tell they are going to be a force in their league. How about this Clemson team, though? Showing they could get it done up at Ohio State the other night, and today a decisive victory that many expected.
Yeah, very efficient game, a double-double for Dante Grantham, and only 8 turnovers for the Tigers. Kind of like the football team last night, had just 1, just 8 for the Tigers.
As you just saw, Sanford's in here. Another team called Bulldogs on Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m. Make it out to Little John if you can. If not, join us for our telecast Saturday. On behalf of Tim Bray and our fine crew, Pete Kennedy saying so long here in Little John Coliseum. Another win for the Tigers, and this has been a presentation of ESPN.